Bugungi darsimiz Cambridge 12, test 7. Listening analizini ko'rib chiqamiz. Section 1, questions 1 to 10. Instructionga birinchi marta qarashimiz kerak. One word only. Faqatgina bitta so'z yozishimiz kerak ekan. Public libraries, ya'ni jamoat kutubxonasi haqidagi tekst bo'lar ekan va bu qismda sizga example answer berilgan. The library reopened last month. Demak, bu qismda e'tibor berishingiz kerak. Hozirgi yangi chiqayotgan testda example qismi yo'q. Bu eski 2020-yildan oldingi testlarning xususiyati hisoblanadi. Xo'p, endi savollarni o'qiymiz. Nima yozishimiz kerakligini o'shani taxminiy topishga harakat qilamiz. The library now has a seating area with magazines, expanded section for books on. Demak, expanded section ekan, kattalashgan section bor ekan, qanaqadir kitoblar bo'yicha books on science, books on literature, books on qanaqadir soha bo'yicha kitoblarni o'z ichiga olgan. New section on local, ya'ni local mahalliy nimandir tushuntirib beradigan yangi section ochilibdi. Local history bo'lishi mumkin, local art bo'lishi mumkin, local traditions shunaqa narsa bo'ladi, mahalliy nimadir bo'ladi. A community room for meetings also possible to something there. Demak, o'xshana meeting uchun community room yaratilgan ekan, to do something, ya'ni yana nimadir qilish mumkin ekan, yo'da verb bo'lishi kerak, yo'da qanaqadir harakat. A new section of books for, ya'ni yangi section ochibdi qanaqadir kitoblar uchun. For books for someone bo'lishi kerak o'tda menimcha. Books for children, books for adults, books for men, books for women, books for elderly, shunaqa. For younger children, the next science club meeting experiments using things from your keyingi science. Now shuni klubda meetingda from your something o'zini nimasidandir qanaqadir joy bo'ladi. From your kitchen bo'lishi mumkin, from your bath bo'lishi mumkin. O'sha kitchenidan masalan bor narsalarni ishlatgan holda eksperimentlar qilar ekan. Masalan, from your katta ehtimol bilan joy bo'ladi, uydagi joy kitchen bo'ladi menimcha. Reading challenge, read 6 books during the holidays. For adults, this Friday a local author talks about a novel based on a real situation, real accident, real championship, yana nimadir hayotiy nimagadir asoslangan kitob, novel haqida gapirar ekan. Real love masalan, o'sha nima hayotiy qanaqadir actionga asoslangan real something, qanaqadir holat. IT support is available on Tuesdays. No something is necessary. Nimadir shart emas ekan. No something is necessary. Umuman shu narsa nimadir shart emas ekan IT supportni olish uchun. No payment bo'lishi mumkin, to'lov qilish shart emas. No booking bo'lishi mumkin. Registratsiya qilib o'tirish shart emas. Masalan, shunaqa gaplar bo'ladi, qisqasi menimcha. Yana nima bo'lishi mumkin? No waiting masalan is necessary. No, kutish kerak emas masalan. Free check of blood and cultural levels. Maqsadda tekinga 60 yoshdan kattalar uchun tekinga qoningizdagi xolesterol, ya'ni nimadir o'lchab berar ekan. Qondagi nima? Blood pressure bo'lishi mumkin, blood circulation bo'lishi mumkin. Shunaqa narsada qisqasi qonga aloqador narsa. Library shop sells vouchers, cards and something. Card, voucher, ya'ni nimadir sotar ekan library'dagi shop. Evenings and weekends free something is available. Kechqurunlari va weekendda, hafta oxirida nimadir tekin bo'lar ekan. O'sha narsalarni topamiz va savollarga javob berishga harakat qilamiz. Kerak, endi shu ishni birgalikda qilib ko'raylik.
Cambridge English, Ielts 12, tests 5 to 8. Published by Cambridge University Press and Cambridge English Language Assessment to Library. First, you have some time to look at questions 1 to 4.
Birdan to'rtgacha o'qishimiz kerak. O'qidik.
Shall begin. You should answer the questions as you listen, because you will not hear the recording a second time. Listen carefully and answer questions 1 to 4.
Boshladik.
Hello?
Hi, Susie. It's Paul here. How are you? Enjoying your new job? You're working at the library, aren't you?
Yes. I started when the library reopened a month ago. It's great.
Actually, Carol and I have been
Reopened a month ago. It's great. I started when the library reopened a month ago. Taxminiy savolga javob. Example. Savolga javobni ko'rdik, davom etamiz.
Meaning to join for a while.
Oh, you should. It doesn't cost anything, and the new library has all sorts of facilities. It's not just a place where you borrow books. For instance, there's an area with comfortable seats where you can sit and read the magazines they have there. Some people spend the whole morning there.
Wish I had that amount of time to spend.
Yes, you must be pretty busy at present, with the children and everything.
We are, yes. But we're hoping to get away this summer. We're thinking of going to Greece.
Well, we've got a much larger section of the
Who calls me?
library devoted to travel books now, so you should come and have a look.
Whole expanded section of books devoted to travel now. Books on travel bo'lajak. Travel now. Jobimiz travel bo'ldi. Qaraymiz. Well, we have got a much larger section and a larger section muqsimda expanded section synonym of the library devoted to the books on synonym travel books now. Job travel bo'ladi.
I can't remember if there's anything specifically on Greece, but I should think so.
Okay. Now, Carol's organising a project for the history class she teaches at school. It's about life in the town 100 years ago. Do you have anything that might be useful?
Yes. Actually, we've now got a new section with materials on the history of the town and surrounding...
On the history of the town and the surrounding areas. Demak, local history bor ekanda. Tarix bo'yicha nima bor ekan? Yangi section bor ekan. Qisqasi, Carol organizing a project for history class. Yes, we have got a new section and new section turto with materials on the history of the town and surrounding region. Qisqasi job history.
Region.
Right. I'll tell her. You can't always find that sort of thing on the internet. Now, in the old library, there used to be a separate room with reference books. It was a really nice, quiet room.
Yes, we've put those books in the main part of the library now, but we do have a room called the community room. It can be hired out for meetings, but at other times, people can use it to study.
I might use them.
Hired out for meetings edi, you can use it to study dedi. Study qilish ham mumkin ekan o'tda. Other times da study qilsang ham bo'ladi dedi. Well, sure. We do have a room called community room. It can be hired out for meetings, but other times people can use it to study. O'qish uchun ishlatilishi mumkin ekan.
It's hard to find anywhere quiet at home sometimes.
I can't remember how old your son and daughter are. We've introduced a special section of fiction written specially for teenagers.
For teenagers, especially for teenagers, the job of teenagers bo'ladi. Kimligini? Teenagers. O'zing ko'rganingda buni ana qilgandek, analiz qilgandek, topgandek bu teenager bo'lishini, o'smirlar bo'lishini yozib qo'ydik. We have introduced a special section of fiction written specifically for teenagers. Mana javob teenagers bo'ladi.
But they might be a bit young for that.
Yes, they would be.
Before you hear the rest of the conversation, you have some time to look at questions 5 to 10.
Okay. O'qolinglar.
And answer questions 5 to 10.
Let's go.
Well, we do have lots of activities for younger children.
Yes?
For example, we have a science club. At the next meeting, they're going to be doing experiments with stuff that everyone has in the kitchen. Sugar.
Everyone has in the kitchen. Taxmin qilib qo'yibman-ku. Kitchen deb. Struktura bir xilda. Qayoqdandir olinadigan, mana from your own, o'zingni qayog'ingdan, qanaqadir lokatsiyadan olinadigan-da. Kitchen bol javob qilasiz. For example, we have a science club at the next meeting. They're going to be doing experiments with stuff that everyone has in their kitchen. Job kitchen bol.
Flour and so on.
They might be interested, yes.
And we have a competition for children called Reading Challenge. That doesn't begin until after the end of term. They have to read 6 books and they get a certificate if they manage it.
So that gives them something to do while they're on holiday, instead of getting bored.
That's the idea. And there's special activities for adults too. On Friday, we have a local author called Tanya Streep, who's going to be talking about her new novel. It's called Catch the Mouse, and she based the story on a crime that actually took place here years ago.
On a crime that actually took place a year ago. Crime bo'ladi javob. Crime. O'sha bo'lgan anani olingan ekan. Jinoyatdan. On Friday, we have a local author called Tanya Stirip who's going to be talking about her novel. It's called Catch the Mouse. So she based the story on a crime that actually took place here years ago. Yillar oldin bo'lgan crime'dan haqida olgan.
Right. We're not free on Friday, but I'll look out for the book.
Now, this probably isn't for you, but we do have IT support available for members. We get quite a few older people coming along who are wanting to get up to speed with computer technology. It's on Tuesday mornings. They don't need to make an appointment or anything. They just turn up.
They don't make an appointment. They don't need to make an appointment or anything. They just turn up. Appointment. Demak, uchrashuv uchun kelishuv belgilashadi emas, просто kelib o'tiradi. Shuni keladi bo'ldi. We don't have a support available for members. We get quite a few older people coming along who are wanting to get up to speed with computer technology. It's on Tuesday mornings. You don't need to make an appointment or anything. They just turn up. Qisqasi appointment qilish shart emas, просто kelsanglar bo'ldi degan gap bo'ldi. Shuning uchun ham javob appointment bo'ladi. Keyingisiga o'tamiz.
Well, my mother might be interested. I'll let her know.
Okay. And there's another service which you wouldn't expect from a library, which is a free medical checkup. The hospital arranges for someone to come along and measure the level of sugar in your blood, and they check cholesterol levels.
Sugar in your blood and check cholesterol levels. Qisqasi sugar bo'ladi. Sugar and cholesterol levels. So hospital arrange someone to come along and measure the level of sugar in your blood and check cholesterol levels at the same time.
At the same time?
Really?
Yes, but that's only for the over 60s, so you wouldn't qualify.
Okay. Well, I'll tell my mother. She might be interested.
What other information? Well, we do have a little shop with things like wall charts and greetings cards, and also stamps, so you can...
And also stamps. And not markerless otarkan. Stamp. Stamps. Well, we do have a little shop with things like wall charts and greeting cards and also stamps job.
Post the cards straight away, which is really useful.
Yeah. Well, I'll bring the children round at the weekend and we'll join. Oh, one more thing. I'll be bringing the car. Is there parking available?
Yes, and it's free in the evening and at weekends.
Parking bormi dedi? It's free in the evening and at weekends at the parking. Xo'p, kechqurunlari weekendlari tekin ekan. We'll be bringing the car. Is there parking available? Yeah, it's free and in the evening and the weekends. Javob parking bo'ladi. Shu bilan bu qism o'z nihoyasiga yetdi. Section 1 hammasi tugadi. Hamma savollarga javob berdik va keywordlarni tushuntirishga harakat qildik. Agar tushunmay qoladigan bo'lsangiz, iltimos shu skriptlarga qaranglar. Plus savollaringni vocabularyni yodlashga harakat qilinglar. Shu bilan bu qism o'z nihoyasiga yetadi. Keyin ozginadan keyin turib men section 2 ni ham qilishga harakat qilaman. Bye bye.